What's up, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free Major League Baseball home run prop show for Saturday, August 19th, 2023. Just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel. Smash that thumbs up. Helps us out a ton if you're looking for my best bets. The games I love the most, including my daily $19 best bet, make sure you head on over to Pickdawgz.com and click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. Well, let's get back into the home run prop action for Saturday. Had a great day with the home run props on Friday. 6 total winners. We're going to highlight some of those, doing a recap of the plays that we gave out yesterday that came through for us, and I have quite a few today. Sorry that this video is getting out a little bit later, close to the first pitch of the opening game, and I do have a couple plays for that 1 o'clock game, so we'll try to get this out as quickly as possible. Won't be mad if you have to pause it to get these plays in, but I will remind everybody, these home run props are very high risk, high reward. They're not plays that I recommend anybody dump their whole bankroll into. They're just plays that are there to have some fun with on the side for some pizza money or some coffee money. Nothing to go too crazy over. I do give out a lot of home run props on this show, so I don't say you have to play every single one, but anything you do take from here, I recommend playing straight up as a single bet. But I do know that some people like to parlay these home run props, so if you're going to do a home run prop parlay, any parlay that's 3 legs or more, I recommend looking into a round robin. Basically, yes, it's going to cover off, pretty much almost every combination that you want to play of a certain parlay. It's going to drive up the cost of the bet, but at least it covers you off if something goes awry and you don't hit every single play on the parlay, because how many times we all had that 3 or 4 leg parlay that's been 1 leg off, right? So if you do that, you cover yourself off, and hey, if you hit the parlay and you have a round robin, you get all the combinations of those parlays, you hit all those, and you maximize your profit even further. We've done multiple round robin tutorials. If you don't know what it is, drop it in the comments. If I see a comment that says you don't know what it is, I'll try my best to explain it, but usually most books will offer you the option to do a round robin. Unless you're betting on home runs in the same game, then it gets a little bit tricky. But let's get into the recap from yesterday's plays. Like I said, we had a nice day with the home run props. Some big plus money payers coming through for us. Nathaniel Lau coming through for us at plus 650 in that game against the Milwaukee Brewers. In the same game, you also had Carlos Santana on the other side hitting at plus 525. We also had Ezequiel Tovar going off at 500 in that. Plus 500 in that. White Sox and Rockies game from Coors. Also had Shohei Ohtani come through with a grand slam at plus 265. Mookie Betts came through at plus 410. And we actually caught the 2 home runs from the Los Angeles Dodgers in that game with Max Muncy, the other one, at plus 310 as well. Now, before we get into the home run prop action for Saturday, I want to remind everybody I love interacting with you guys. So let me know in the comments down below. Do you like the angle I took on some of these games? Do you not like the angle? Do you have player props of your own? Again, let me know. But if you're going to drop them in the comments before the game start, that's all I'm asking. Put them in there before we miss out on them. Because if they're not in there before the game start, they don't help anybody. And we're trying to beat the books as a team here at Pickdawgz. 1 team, 1 goal. And that goal every single day, whether it's spreads, money lines, totals, player props, you name it. The goal remains the same, and that is to get us paid. So let's get into the home run prop action for Saturday. Oh, we have technical difficulties there. But, I'm going to start by giving out one of what I feel is potentially my favorite play on the board for Saturday's action. And we're going to go with to this matchup between the Red Sox and the Yankees. My favorite play on the board, Rafael Devers at plus 320. I've seen it around a little bit higher at other books as well. But do your line shopping. He's hitting 429 with a home run and 4 extra base hits in the last 2 weeks against right-handed pitching. But listen to these numbers for Devers against Garrett Cole. I gave this out on our weekend morning show, but I'm going to give it out again here. Devers in his career against Garrett Cole, 9 for 33, but 7 of those 9 hits have gone for home runs with a double as well. So it's one of my favorite plays, if not my favorite play on the board for Saturday. So I'm going to go with Rafael Devers for a homer at plus 320. I'm also looking at Pablo Reyes at plus 750, a nice value play here. He's hitting 296 with 2 homers, 4 extra base hits in the last 2 weeks against right-handed pitching. So I'm going to take Pablo Reyes at plus 750. I also lean towards Tristan Casas. I couldn't find a price on him here. He is hitting 276 with 2 homers in the last 2 weeks against right-handed pitching. And again, it's so hard to feel good about the Yankees given the offensive struggles of this team as of late. Cutter Crawford's also pitched really well on the road in this last few road starts for the Boston Red Sox. So let me know if you guys are playing any Yankees in that game. Also, let me know if you guys have any picks for that Cubs and Royals matchup. I feel that there should be something there with the Cubs hitting righties so well and going against Brady Singer, while Justin Steele, he's given up a home run in 6 of his last 7 starts. I was leaning towards Cody Bellinger and Christopher Morel for the Cubs and Bobby Witt Jr. for the Royals. But again, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. But moving on to this game between the Nationals and the Phillies, I'm going to go with Lane Thomas at plus 480. You know, a lot of you have been following the home run prop show know that Lane Thomas is my trusted bat against left-handed pitching for the Nationals. Christopher Sanchez has been more than hittable for the Phillies as of late. He's given up 9 home runs in his last 7 starts, at least 1 home run in 5 of those 7 outings, and 2 home runs in 4 of those games as well. So I'm going to take Lane Thomas at plus 480. I'm also going to take Stone Garrett at plus 390. He homered off of Sanchez in the first meeting with Sanchez against the Nationals this season. He's also hitting .250 with a home run and 3 extra base hits against left-handed pitching in the last 2 weeks. So I'll look at Stone Garrett at plus 390. I'm also going to look at Kyle Schwarber at plus 270. He's only got a 154 average against right-handed pitching in the last 10 days, but he does have a pair of home runs. And as much as I'll give Jake Irvin credit for improving over the course of the year, home runs have still been an issue for him. He's given up 11 home runs in his last 7 starts, at least 1 homer in 6 of those 7, and he's also allowed 2 or more home runs in 4 of his last 5 starts. This is also a splits play for me as well, as 12 of the 17 home runs that Irvin has allowed this season have come against left-handed bats like Schwarber. So I'm going to go with Kyle Schwarber at plus 270. Also going to go with Bryce Harper at plus 265. Another lefty bat versus Irvin. He's hitting .308 with 2 homers, 4 extra base hits against righties in the last 10 days. So I'll take Bryce Harper at plus 265. Moving on to this game between the Rangers and the Brewers, I'm going to take the Rangers and Adolis Garcia at plus 375. This is a split play for me, as Garcia, a righty bat, going against Milwaukee's Freddie Peralta, who has been far less effective on the road this season. And of the 19 home runs that Peralta's allowed, 11 have come against right-handed batters. So I'm going to go with Adolis Garcia at plus 375. I'm also going to go with Mitch Garver at plus 500. Another righty bat hitting .467 with 2 home runs, 4 extra base hits in the last 10 days against righties. So I'll take Mitch Garver at plus 500. Also going to look at Corey Seager at plus 330. He's still hitting .353 with 2 homers, 4 extra base hits in the last 10 days against righties. So I'll take Corey Seager at plus 330. And I'm also looking at Marcus Semien for a lean as well. But let me know if you guys are playing on any Brewers that game. Dane Dunning's pitched well in August, but he also has allowed a home run in 6 of his last 7 starts. Now moving on to this game between the Reds and the Blue Jays from Great American Ballpark. I like this game for some home runs. I'm going to start with Elly De La Cruz at plus 460. This is a complete splits play for me here. Chris Bassitt starting for the Blue Jays. He's had a huge difference in his splits. Jekyll and Hyde. I mean, at home, lights out. On the road, like he is here, has been hittable. 17 of his home runs this season, I think of the 22, I believe, that Bassett's allowed this season, have come on the road. 17 have come against left-handed bats as well. Now, De La Cruz is a switch hitter, but he does hit better as a lefty against right-handed pitchers. He's batting .263, and that side of the plate, in that spot, as a lefty bat against right-handed pitchers, is where 9 of his 10 home runs have come from this season. He added in the fact that we're at hitter-friendly Great American. I think it's a recipe for De La Cruz to go yard and at some nice plus odds as well, plus 460. I'm also going to look at Matt McLain here. McLain's a righty, but he is hitting .409 with a home run, 3 extra base hits in the last 10 days against right-handed pitching. Let's take Matt McLain at plus 480. Also going to look at Spencer Steer at plus 600. He's got a .350 average with a home run, 4 extra base hits in the last 10 days against right-handed pitching. So Spencer Steer going to be worth a look at plus 600. And I'm also going to take a shot on Will Benson at plus 650. Benson, another lefty bat for Cincy. He's hitting .385 in the last 10 days against righties. So I'll take Will Benson at plus 650. Now I'm also on the other side. I'm going to take, for the Blue Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. at plus 330. Now a right-handed bat that's had a fair amount of success against lefties this season. And this is also a splits play for me. You know, Brandon Williamson, lefty starting for Cincinnati here. All 13 home runs that Williamson has allowed this season have come against right-handed batters. So I'm going to go with Vladimir Guerrero Jr. at plus 330. And I'm also going to go with George Springer for a Springer dinger at plus 375. He's hitting .571 in the last 10 days against lefties with a home run. Another right-handed bat against Brandon Williams, and that has the potential to go yard here. So I'm going to take George Springer at plus 375. Now, moving on to this game between the Seattle Mariners and the Houston Astros. Going to go for some Mariners here. I'm going to start with Eugenio Suarez at plus 575. It's a splits play for me in this one. As Framber Valdez has struggled as of late, he's given up 4 runs in 5 of his last 6 starts, far from being the staff ace that many view him as in this Astros rotation, including myself, I'm not going to lie. 2 home runs or more in 4 of his last 6 starts as well. And of the 15 home runs this season that Valdez has allowed, 11 have come against righty bats like Suarez. I think Suarez could get one here. I can take Eugenio Suarez at plus 575. Also looking at Julio Rodriguez at plus 650, another righty bat against Valdez. I like how Rodriguez has been swinging it lately, so I'm going to go with Julio Rodriguez at plus 650. You can see 2 home runs, or a home run in 2 of his last 5 games as well. For the Houston Astros here, against Logan Gilbert, I'm going to go with Jose Altuve at plus 550. This is a matchup play for me. It's Altuve 8 for 19. Altuve is in his career against Logan Gilbert, starting for the Mariners on Saturday. 6 extra base hits and a home run for Altuve in that matchup as well. So give me Jose Altuve at plus 650. Also going to look at Alex Bregman at plus 500. He's hitting 350 with a home run and a double in his career against Gilbert. So I'll take Alex Bregman at plus 500. And I'm also looking at Yordan Alvarez at plus 290. He's 5 for 17 in his career against Gilbert with 3 extra base hits, including a home run. So give me Yordan Alvarez at plus 290. Now going to this matchup between the Twins and the Pirates, I'm going to go with Joey Gallo at plus 310. He's hitting 417 with 3 home runs against righties in the last 10 days. Mitch Keller starting for the Pirates here. He's allowed 8 home runs since the All-Star break, giving up a home run in 5 of those 6 outings. So take Joey Gallo at plus 310. And on the other side, I'm going to go with Brian Reynolds at plus 600. A 304 average against right-handed pitching in the last 10 days with 3 home runs, 4 extra base hits total. Now, Sonny Gray hasn't allowed a whole lot, but Reynolds back to being the best power bat that the Pirates have. He's also hitting righties well lately and providing a ton of value in spots like this. So I'm going to go with Brian Reynolds for a home run at plus 600. Now, let me know in the comments if you guys have anything in this Mets and Cardinals game. Kodai Senga's been worse on the road this season, and Miles Mikolas, I have fun fading, but both starters give up runs, just not home runs. Both have given up just 2 home runs in their last 7 starts. For the Cardinals, maybe leaning towards Nolan Arenado, Tommy Edman, Paul Goldschmidt, maybe Pete Alonso and Brandon Nimmo for the Mets. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments below. But before we get into our last few home run prop games of the day, I want to remind everybody, obviously the purpose of this home run prop show is to give you guys some home run prop winners and help you guys cash that way. But it's also to highlight the benefit of using the betting tools at and showing you the betting tools at Pickdawgz and Sports Chat Place. These betting tools, what you see, what I show you on the graphics is what I see. There's no special tools for me. They're tools for everybody. They're 100% free, and what they do is they show you the player prop. They show you how often it hits. You can do a 5-game sample size, the last 10 games, all games this season. You can change it. You can control how you like it. And they also show you which sports book is giving you the best possible price. Now, the nice thing is, if you don't have an account with the book that's giving you the best price, you click on that price, you sign up, you get a sportsbook bonus offer on us. You get to play that price while also adding to your advantage over the books that they can't take from you, which is your ability to shop lines and find the best possible number. There's something for everybody with these betting tools. If you like betting hot and cold streaks, there's a streaks tool. If you're a parlay bettor, there's a couple of parlay builders on there that will put together a parlay for you based on what you like, what sport you like, and based on the best odds that are available. There's profitable teams, a profitable teams tool, profitable angles, profitable underdogs. The list goes on and on. Like I said, there's something for everybody, and we're all different in how we bet and, in what we like to bet on. But the one thing that's universal, the one thing that unites us all is the fact that we all like to make money. So definitely check out those betting tools. I promise you guys, you won't regret it. But let's get back into the home run props for Saturday. I only got a couple more games to look at here. The first one I'm going to look at is from this Braves and Giants matchup. I'm going to go with a rare Giant play here. I'm going to go with Michael Conforto at plus 480. I'm normally not backing many Giants for homers as they've stunk against right-handed pitching in the month of August. But Yanni Chirinos has stunk since joining the Braves rotation. Conforto in good enough form. I'm willing to take a shot on him here. I'm going to take Michael Conforto at plus 480. I also lean towards Jock Peterson and Wilmer Flores for the Giants as well. For the Atlanta Braves, I'm going to go with Austin Riley at plus 380. He's got 3 home runs, 7 extra base hits total in the last 10 days against right-handed pitching. Now, Logan Webb, starting for the Giants here, hasn't allowed a whole lot, and he is still the Giants' ace, but he has been less effective on the road this season. The Braves are still the best lineup in baseball against righties. I like Austin Riley here at plus 380. I'm also going to go with Eddie Rosario at plus 650. He's got a 367 average with 2 homers, 5 extra base hits against righties in the last 10 days. So I'm going to take Eddie Rosario at plus 650. Now, I do like Ozzie Albies if you can find a price on him. I wasn't able to, but I also obviously lean towards guys like Ronald Acuna Jr. and Matt Olson as well. I just think the value was greater on Riley and Rosario for that game. Now, moving on to this matchup between the White Sox and the Rockies, I'm going to go with Luis Robert at plus 255. Kyle Freeland has been giving up dingers in bunches, and he's allowed 9 home runs, given up a home run in 6 of his last 7 starts. I just have this feeling that Robert smokes him here. So I'm going to go with Luis Robert at plus 255. I'm also going to go with Ezekiel Tovar on the other side for the Rockies at plus 500. He cashed first yesterday, and he's hitting 407 with 3 homers, 5 extra base hits total in the last 10 days against right-handed pitching. Now, Jesse Scholten starting for the White Sox. He's been okay, but Coors Field is an equalizer if you're not used to it, and I think Tovar could be in line for another home run here. So I'm going to take Ezekiel Tovar at plus 500. I'm also going to take Ryan McMahon at plus 380. He was lean for us yesterday, but he's going to be an official play today after coming through. He's got 2 home runs against right-handed pitching in the last 10 days, so I'll take Ryan McMahon at plus 380. Now, for our final game on the board, I'm going to go to this match between the Orioles and the A's. I didn't touch any of those doubleheaders. I know there's probably lots of options in the Angels, Rays, the Arizona Diamondbacks, and Padres, and the Dodgers and Marlins game. But again, I don't do doubleheaders on the home run prop show just because I don't want to give out a home run prop and then, people say, oh, well, you gave him out for game 1. I played him for game 1, but he hit a home run in game 2 with all the stuff that goes into it and pitching matchups constantly shifting and pitching on the other side being a big part of my home run prop capping. Don't touch the double headers. But again, do with that what you will. If you guys like any double header plays, drop them in the comments. But going to this matchup, the final game between the O's and the A's, I'm going to go with Ryan Mountcastle at plus 400. He's hitting 286 with a home run against left-handed pitching in the last 10 days. Now, Ken Waldichuk starting for the Oakland A's here. He has cooled down on the home runs after being a home run pincushion earlier this season, but he's still prone to giving them up, and I think Mountcastle could get him here, so I'm going to take Ryan Mountcastle at plus 400. I'm also going to take Adley Rutschman at plus 525. He's hitting 3 for 5 in the last 10 days against lefties with a pair of extra base hits, so I'm going to take Adley Rutschman at plus 525. And our final play of the day for the Oakland A's, Zach Geloff at plus 575. He's the A's hottest hitter right now. He's 5 for 10 in the last 10 days against lefties with a home run and a double. Cole Irvin starting against his former team here. I think Geloff could get him. I think he's the only one that could. I don't trust the A's lineup for much of anything, but Geloff is hitting really well right now, so I'll take Zach Geloff at plus 575 to round things out. But let's do a recap of the plays that we did give out for Saturday's action. We started with Rafael Devers in that huge matchup play with 7 career home runs against Garrett Cole at plus 320. Also like Pablo Reyes at plus 750. Again, leans towards Tristan Casas if you can find him. For the Cubs and Royals, lean towards Bellinger and Morel for the Cubs and Bobby Witt Jr. for the Royals. For the Washington Nationals, Lane Thomas at plus 480. Stone Garrett at plus 390. For the Phillies, Kyle Schwarber at plus 270. And Bryce Harper at plus 265. For the Texas Rangers, Adolis Garcia at plus 375. Mitch Garver at plus 500. Corey Seager at plus 330. Leans towards Marcus Semien as well for the Rangers in that one. For the Cincinnati Reds, Ellie De La Cruz at plus 480. Matt McLean at plus 480. Spencer Steer at plus 600. And Will Benson at plus 650. For the Toronto Blue Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. at plus 330. And George Springer at plus 375. For the Seattle Mariners, Eugenio Suarez at plus 575. And Julio Rodriguez at plus 650. For the Houston Astros, Jose Altuve at plus 550. Alex Bregman at plus 500. Yordan Alvarez at plus 290. For the Minnesota Twins, Joey Gallo at plus 310. Brian Reynolds at plus 600 for the Pittsburgh Pirates. For the San Francisco Giants, I'm going to go with Michael Conforto at plus 480. For the, lean towards Jock Peterson and Wilmer Flores for the Giants as well. For the Atlanta Braves, Austin Riley at plus 380. Eddie Rosario at plus 650. Leans towards Ozzie Albies, Ronald Acuna Jr., and Matt Olson as well for the Braves in that game. For the White Sox, Luis Robert at plus 255. For the Rockies, Ezekiel Tovar at plus 500. Ryan McMahon as well for the Rockies at plus 380. And last game for the Orioles, Ryan Mountcastle at plus 400. Adley Rutschman at plus 525. And for the A's, Zach Geloff at plus 575. But thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate each and every one of you. Up over 138,000 subscribers here on our YouTube channel. Couldn't have done it without you guys' love and support, so thank you so much for that. If you haven't already, please make sure you're subscribed to our channel. Smash that thumbs up. It helps us out a ton and lets me know that you guys like this home run prop content, and I'll keep producing it for you. And if you haven't already, make sure that you have notifications turned on. This is a perfect example of why you want to do it. I'm trying to get you guys the most up-to-date information. I know we're cutting it close to today a little bit for that first game between the Red Sox and the Yankees, but if you have notifications on, at least you get the content as soon as the video drops. You can hit pause. You can go play Rafael Devers or any Red Sox bats you want to play, and then come back and watch it the rest of it because we have plenty of primetime action as well. If you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pickdawgz Premium. And while you're at Pickdawgz, check out these betting tools. They're 100% free. I promise you guys, you won't regret it. They are there for you to use. They're a great tool to have on your belt, a great asset when you're making your best bets for the day's action. You're not going to find betting tools anywhere close to this for 100% free. And if you find anything half as good, you're probably still going to be paying out the wazoo for it. So make sure you head over to pickdawgz.com, sportschatplace.com, and check out the betting tools. But thank you so much. Again, appreciate each and every one of you. Let's crush the books on Saturday.